Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous, and handsome Aries. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is Selene. You're watching CleopatraSeleneIII's channel. And if you're returning, thank you for being part of this beautiful soul tribe. Thank you for your support, your donations, your love, your comments, and your emails. I would love to read you. All right. We're doing what's coming with the portal, the 1111 portal. What's coming, what's heading towards you, and what it is that you need to move. All right. Something about smells, something about scents. There's, I don't know why, sensitivity. I feel headache for some reason. Alright, let's do this. Call upon my guides, angels, and higher self to protect me and my energy during this reading. I set the intention to receive guidance and insight that will serve my collective and my highest good. Please protect my collective and I while receiving these messages of truth and wisdom. And please provide me with the best and the most accurate reading as possible. Please and thank you. For some reason, I don't know why I'm going to be saying this. It just feels like there's people that are in some sort of a disbelief on what it is that you do or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why. Something that you do or something that you did. Something has to do something like that. I'm hearing I can't believe my mind. I don't know. Oh, I did. You see repetition. I don't know, maybe somebody was expecting you to repeat yourself or do something the same, or I don't know. Maybe you've changed. This portal 1111 is all about transformation, so okay. Scorpio season, that's all that it is. It's transformation, it's growth. So do have your manifestations written down or put them on a board. Let's do this. Before we do this, let's go see something. Angel number 1125. I started this reading at 1125. 1125 is interpreted as a message of new beginnings, positive change, and trusting your intuition to manifest your dreams. I just said it. Amazing. It suggests that you should have faith in yourself and the opportunities unfolding in your life as they are part of your personal growth and transformation. You know, in the beginning I said people can't believe or don't believe. Maybe they are in some sort of a disbelief. I don't know if it's the people or if it's you, okay? Again, the energy shifts. What's coming? 1111, okay. So this was upside down. Essence. Heart and soul, core values, your inner truth. I don't know. I don't know. It was upside down. Either you yourself are having a hard time accepting your inner truth, or you're not standing on your core values, or other people are like extremely overwhelmed or some like wow with who you are as a person. Okay, somebody's first or last name could start with an E, doesn't have to, but could. Again, I'm hearing extract. I don't know why. extracted or extraction. Physical removal like a splinter or a wicked person from a community, or spiritual discernment like seeking wisdom or separating good from evil. Both concepts relate to a forceful or deliberate action to remove something, whether it's removing a hindrance to purification or drawing out hidden truth through diligent search. That's exactly what I feel. I feel like you're people are in denial of who you are. Yeah, I just heard extraterrestrial. I don't know, but it's like people are in denial of who you are, or you could be in denial of who you are. Maybe you don't believe in yourself as much as you should. All right? I don't know who's watching. For some of you, is other people are like that towards you, or you could be like that towards other people or yourself. Okay, see how it fits. There's 3 ways of seeing this. Extraction has a core meaning of taking out or removing something with effort or force. Yeah, it's like, it feels like someone is looking for something on you purposely, you know, to show that you are not who you claim to be. I don't know. Which applies to both physical and spiritual context. Spiritually, it represents the process of discerning truth, cleansing oneself of sin, or being delivered from danger. A key example is in Jeremiah 15:19, where God asks Jeremiah to extract the precious from the worthless in his own life, which is a metaphor for repentance and spiritual purification. Yeah. It is the truth. It's knowing good versus bad. Some people cannot see the good versus their bad. Some people cannot distinguish. I don't know, that's a big word. They cannot make the difference between. Why? Because they have lived so much surrounded by, how can I say, by sin. If we want to talk biblical, if we want to talk psychological, by trauma or traumatic people, or people that are the same as what they're supposed to extract. So meaning, if I was raised by, I don't know why this comes to mind, but if I was raised by drug dealers, right? And hey, it is what it is. You see that, like, I see no wrong in that because that's where I was raised in. Meanwhile, if that same person was raised in a family where the family line are doctors, where they're gonna say, well, that life is not correct. They're gonna see that the negative sides of that lineage versus the doctor's lineage. Now, it doesn't mean that the doctor's lineage are better people. Okay? No. The person is completely different than the lineage. We're talking about 2 different things. It's just that each person has to go within and extract, you know, the bad from the good. So it's either this person doesn't know how to do it, or either this person was claiming somebody else who didn't know how to do it. You see how it fits, but this is the whole message behind this reading. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Hawk, messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. if you're not, if you are in denial of who you are, you're not going to be able to see what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, that's very complete, very straightforward. Wind, it's upside down. Somebody could be 36 or 63. 93 could be very significant. 1993 maybe. 1963. Okay. Let's go see what this has to say. 54. Okay, let me see. 63, the wind. I don't know why I'm going to say this. Something could have to do with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to, but I just saw it 2 seconds. Okay, wind. Somebody could deal with an air sign. Doesn't have to. Earth sign. All right. This is, listen, this is heavy duty. So let me take a sip of my, of my coffee. All right. I hope you're ready. Let's do this. The essence. The symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. West, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation. I can't make this up. You will find exultation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. Let's go see exultations, because that word is like... Exaltation means to be lifted up, honored, or raised in status, and it is most often used to describe the act of lifting up God in worship and praise. It also refers to God's action of elevating individuals or nations and the ultimate glorification of Jesus Christ. The thing is that when you follow your intuition, when you follow guidance that is given to you by the higher realms, it is known that you're lifted by the higher realms. But then again, all of this has nothing to do with anything that could be prideful. Okay, so it says, conversely, the Bible warns against self-exaltation, as it is considered prideful and is associated with being humbled by God. So you can't do the opposite. You cannot exaltate yourself, make yourself look bigger than what it is that you are. Okay. This is very interesting. It's like, I'll give you an example. Detachment is one of the hardest thing to do. It's for you to have to let go of someone that is very dear of you. Right? I don't know why I'm saying this, but there is one here, and I believe it's in the Bible. Give me 1 second. Abraham. There you go. Yeah, definitely. The story you're referring to is the binding of Isaac from the book of Genesis in the Bible, where God commands Abraham to sacrifice his only son. I believe it was the only son, his son Isaac. The story is a test of Abraham's faith, and at the last moment, an angel stops him before he can sacrifice Isaac, and a ram is provided for the offering instead. This is found in Genesis 22, and the event is seen as a significant foreshadowing of God's later sacrifice of his own son, Jesus, for humanity. You see, sometimes, now when we're talking about sacrificing, please don't take this any way wrong. Nobody's talking about anybody, okay, K-I-L-L-I-N-G, anyone. Okay, that is not what God would ever ask from one human being to another human being. Impossible. If that is something that comes to your mind, please seek for professional help, because that is not something that is at all promoted to do when it comes to God. No, God will never ask anybody to do such a thing. Offering as a sacrifice, it means you let go of that person. You let go of the person to become a better person. You let go of that person from your control, from holding them so tight. You let them go against your own pride, ego, love of having them physically. Right? That's what it means. This is simply to show your faith within yourself, within your God, within your beliefs, right? But to a certain extent, you have to make sure that reality is sustained. You're very grounded. Reality is sustained, not jeopardizing anybody's lives here, okay? This is very important. Very, very important. Okay? So the other example I can give is I was married. My ex wanted to live his life, be on his own, have his own adventures, have his own fun. It was not a shared mutual desire. His desires was for him to be on his own, doing his own thing. So I let him be. I let him go. I requested for a divorce because I knew that's what he wanted. So I gave him exactly what he wanted, even though if it was more beneficial for him to stay in the marriage with me and still doing whatever he wants. I cut the cords. I made it a lot easier for both people, even though if the biggest loss would have been mine, because I lost everything that I had invested within the relationship from the beginning, right? But I gained my future. You have to see the opposite. Someone has been winning this whole time and wants to keep winning if you stay with this person, right? Because they're not going to give you what it is that you want. Meanwhile, you keep going because you say, I claim I am in love. I love this person is mine. This person has to stay with me. God is telling you, let go, release, let go. And you're saying, no, I want this person. So you're going against God's will, against the person's will as well. Even though if the person says, no, 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 I want to stay with you. But it's not because they love you, they want to stay with you. So no, you do what God tells you. Release the person, set them free, let them go. That's the example of detachment, right? You set a person free. Even though if the person is saying, no, 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 I don't want a divorce, I want to stay. No, you set them free, because that's what is said, that is for your highest good. In order for you to go ahead and to complete the mission that you have on this planet. Why? Because the type of love you're giving, somebody else needs it. Meanwhile, this person doesn't need it. This person does not need it from you, because their actions are showing it that way. So it's a different way of seeing things. I don't know who or how you're holding, but this is what this means. It's for you to be able to let go of what it is that you're holding on so tight. If you let go of that, then you will receive something in exchange, right? For your faithfulness of listening. And also, you cannot hold anybody against their will. There's also that. That was a huge explanation. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message, which the wind whispers or shouts, is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. The invitation. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic. And now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. I can't make this up. All right? So that's exactly what this reading is about. My God, since the beginning, everything is coming in together. I cannot make this up. All right, let's do this. So clarification and also advice when it comes to essence. Thank you. When it comes to the wind. And when it comes to the 1111 portal. Let's do this. Ocean of possibilities. I love it. Navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities, where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. I love this. This is nice. You see, that's what it is that you give, you receive, you give, you receive. It's... Wise counsel. Oh. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. When it comes to whatever that it is that you need to let go, there's people that can help you with that. And that's true, because, you know, in order for you to be able to take decisions, there are people that can help you with taking the decisions, and there's people that can help you for you to be able to let go of things that you're holding on too tight. Charge ahead, embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome obstacles. Don't have cold eyes or cold feet. You can do it. God will never put something in front of you where you're not supposed to do. What is too heavy for you to handle, God will not give it to you. And 29. I don't know why I said 2029. So maybe something could come. I can't make this up, and the page is 129. All right, so something could happen for you in the year 2029. So something could happen from here until 2029. Maybe you're gonna do what it is that you want to do. Okay, something could have to do with sailing, or maybe cruise, or maybe traveling. Okay. So I'm gonna write 2029 for sure. Then I have 2929. Maybe I should see what 2029 is. $2029 signifies a call to embrace your divine life purpose of serving humanity. Trust your intuition and prepare for significant spiritual growth and new beginnings. I love that. 2929, divine wisdom. Seek wisdom from within. Your inner guidance is a wellspring of knowledge. Manifest, I was going to say, meditate as much as you can. And the path will be shown towards you. I spoke a lot during this reading. I hope this reading did clarify some things to you, answered a few of your questions. You take care of you, and I will see you in the next reading. If you believe this reading is going to help someone, do share it with them. Love, peace, bye for now.